Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I'm an energy alchemist, a sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. Happy day after first day of spring. How are you? How are you weathering this interesting, energetic time in our lives? Yeah. I am doing pretty well. I am still obviously really grappling with grounding right now. And from my understanding, that is very common. That is what a lot of people are experiencing right now. The shift in the frequencies, DNA, timeline, Schumann resonance, blah, 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 blah. All terms that I have heard and just tip of the iceberg maybe understand. I'm probably not going to understand that, and I'm not a good person to offer explanations on that either. You can research that. But anyway, those energies are definitely raising havoc with our grounding, which means do whatever you need to do to get grounded. And of course, the most perfect way of grounding, broken record, get outside, go hug the trees, go walk barefoot if you can, and feel the soil, feel the grass between your toes, feel the connection, and drop those grounding cords. And I brought with me today to help me ground. This is one of my big buddies. I love this buddy so much. It's giant, for me, giant. Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz, protection, grounding, root chakra. Okay, combined with my other wonderful buddy, the Merkaba Shungite. Again, wow, just holding these two, I can really feel the energy starting to shift. My energy starting to shift and getting more grounded, getting more present. So I encourage you, whatever tools you have. And again, I was reading something this morning about the tetrahedron triangle, which Merkaba is two of them, being really important for our root chakra and grounding. So I suppose this is why I have been so attracted to this recently. Again, the energies. Imagine yourself right in the center here. So that the triangle point up, and then another one intersecting, point down. Imagine yourself in the center, the protection, the healing energies, one going clockwise, the other going counterclockwise. Powerful form of aligning your vibration, raising your vibration. So do whatever you can to stay grounded in the present moment, and asking those chakras to come into alignment, balanced and stabilized, because that is our greatest protection, our greatest defense with the swirling energies around us. And I just, it's all about being prepared, and not being prepared from a place of fear, but being prepared in terms of a place of calmness. And the best place for preparation is being grounded and in the present moment, and allowing my energy to the frequencies to rise again, as above, bringing that cosmic gold, bringing the earth. Allow that just to flow through and cleanse you. Okay? I know, broken record, but really that is what it's about right now, is recognizing the time for finger pointing and playing the blame game and avoiding any of our shadow aspects and trauma, whether it's this lifetime, another lifetime, trauma experienced ourselves, our energy, or from our family, our ancestors, that is up and that is forefront. And the way to heal that is by being present in the moment and creating that loving, healing energy as we take a look at that stuff. Because playing the blame game and blaming, even as fun as that can be, is merely projecting and deflecting what is really going on. And it doesn't change anything by pointing it. It just makes us addictively feel better for a moment when we can play that game. So now is the time to get kind of like Kali energy, direct, boom, stop playing that game. Be accountable. Hold yourself responsible for yourself. Not sugarcoating it. It's compassion, but from a place of strength. And Kali is, you don't beckon her to come forward. She is with you if she chooses to be, but Kali energy is present. And at the time of when things are being dismantled, even though she gets labeled as someone who oversees the destruction of things, she's also the one who is required during that part, but also required at the beginning for new beginnings, for regeneration. So again, that dark feminine, which is simply strength and power and owning that. That just reminded me of something I was listening to again the other day. Was, we, as you know, we hold both the masculine and feminine, the light and the dark of both. And it would be a misnomer if we were to say, oh, I am divine feminine only. No, we're a balance. And the cool thing is, okay, the feminine, masculine energies, we have them both, we run them both dark and light, with no judgment attached. And it's energy, so it fluctuates and changes depending on who we are with. So, with one person, I may be running a whole bunch of feminine energy, say, 70% of the feminine and 30% of the masculine, and depending on what their energy is. And it's a give and a take, and we balance. In relationships, oftentimes that's what's happened. Whereas in another situation, like when I'm in my managerial mode, when I was, running the businesses, I was probably running much more of the masculine energy with a little bit of the feminine, and that's being, the creative and analytical. And you have to have the balance of both. And just depending on what you are doing, who you are around, is what the energies will be. I just thought, that is so true. And as we go into the next evolution, the next era, we will most likely be more aware of which energies we are running. It's the same thing, I guess, as I say when we're running cosmic gold and earth energy. That's on a higher scale, but it's very similar in terms of we run those energies no matter what. It just fluctuates on what we are experiencing in the world. When we are wanting to go into a meditative trance state, then we will run more cosmic energy, cosmic gold energy, to the earth energy. But we're always running those energies naturally. Whereas when we were wanting to function in the world and needing to connect like we are right now, we will run more of the earth energy and balance it with the cosmic energy. Hope this makes sense. But I just found that fascinating and very interesting, very validating that, we are energy and we're going to change, we shift, we flow, shall I say, and that is part of it. We are flowing with what is. We are flow. So, in the words, and we don't necessarily mean flow with progressive, although flowing is being progressive, is progressing along the path. So I love that. All right, so I'm thinking that's it for right this moment, in the moment of streaming consciousness or whatever. So I think I will put on my glasses and let's go ahead. And it's been a little while. Oh, okay. Before we go into it, because I was going to say, let's do the oracle card reading. I have to, I don't have to, I am choosing to share the story. It makes me laugh at myself. Because I've been gathering quite a few oracle card decks, and they've been over here and they've been on the floor, and it's getting a little challenging. It was getting a little challenging to walk, and aesthetically I would walk into the room and go, just kind of messing with me a little bit. So I woke up yesterday morning, and because I was like, oh, I went to do a little spring cleaning in my little sanctuary here. And the image that came in, thank you, my spirit team, was a shoe rack. And I said, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I should be able to find a shoe rack. That's great. So I was downstairs in the basement, playing with my kitty cat, bringing Pacer downstairs. And I look over and I go, oh, well, by gum, there's a shoe rack. Hello. Got it and brought it upstairs, but noticed it had been broken. So I was just focused, man. I didn't even have any coffee, nothing. I just, after feeding the kitty cats and feeding the birds, I just went into, creating a space for my oracle thing. So the next couple of hours I spent trying to fix the shoe rack, gluing it back together so I could place it on, the rods that go on the little, the bases, the either end. So I got that kind of fixed, and then I kept going, man, this is the silliest, this was really not well planned, because the way the notches are, the little two little rods that attach to the ends, they just fall off. And so I'm just like beside myself going, what do I do? Well, and of course, then I had to put sticky stuff on the Sure Grip, that I use in shelf liner. I'd cut little strips and I taped it to the rods so that the oracle card boxes wouldn't slip. So I got it all put together, and then whoa, falls apart. I went, okay, great. Various incarnations, and I finally take, picture hanging wire. And I did a great job of going around, and I just attached every single one of them. And all right, I got it. This is great. And it just still was bugging me though, because I was like, this isn't right. I was sitting here and I look over and I go, are you kidding me? It's like all I had to do was take it, and flip it over. And then I no longer had the issue of the rods falling off. Well, by that time I had spent a couple of hours making it so dang secure that I couldn't move it. So I went ahead and put new strips on. Anyway, something that if I had been perhaps more grounded, and my spirit team was telling me, it kept having to fall apart for a reason, going, duh, your instincts are right. they wouldn't create a design like that. But I had to laugh, because how often in life do we take something that is theoretically just really simple and complicated by maybe not being patient, or maybe not getting all the information, because I am that creative sort that I tend to be kind of impulsive, and I want it done now, which is why I wasn't a particularly good seamstress. My mom was a brilliant seamstress. She had patience and she could create. I get an image and I just want it done now. So sometimes I lack that patience quota, because I want that immediate result, and that's what happened over here. And I do that in life. And instead of judging, I just, because I was going, oh my gosh, is my spirit team judging me? And I was going, no, spirit team, your guides, your beloveds that are around you, they don't judge. They may shake their heads a little bit. I just go, oh, we love her anyway. This is who she is. So if there are things in your life that you've overcomplicated, overthought, or just gone about it in a totally bass-ackwards way, just bring in the humor and know that that is such a human thing. And, I think in some ways, maybe that's a little bit of what our planet Earth is going through right now, or at least here in the United States. It's just gotten so overly convoluted, complicated. I guess I made up a new word, convoluted. That even though it's not amusing, perhaps we just need to be able to get into this place of centeredness and neutrality and find the amusement of how the outcome was what I wanted. I just went about it in a really odd way instead of a direct line. And that is life. Very often, we're going in this direction, and we kind of have a sense of what we want to achieve. But, we'll go here, but it's always going to lead to where we are meant to be. So do not be dismayed at this path, at this wave that we've been talking about, that we're riding the wave. Just enjoy the wave as much as you can. And trust that we're getting to the right destination. Just like my lovely shoe rack now over here that is filled with all my oracle card decks that I can now take a look at and go, I can see them clearly. It's so cool. And I have a little bit more room to walk without being afraid of tripping and, whatever. So I just wanted to share that, the human foibles of it all. So let me see which one is speaking to us. And invoking for the highest and greatest good. If there is a message from Spirit that would like to come forward for entertainment and spiritual purposes, I ask myself, ask my higher team, my higher self to be present, and to be a pure, loving, open channel for the messages. Let me see. Well, okay. Divine Masters is coming in again. Oh, that worked so beautifully. Just right off of the ledge. Divine Masters, keepers of ancient wisdom, I call upon you now. Thank you for revealing to me what I need to know. I'm willing to listen, and so it is. And again, this is Kyle Gray, Divine Masters. Again, not sure. Beautiful. So, fully grounded, fully protected, asking for the guidance. Do you have any messages for us for guidance on this second day of the vernal equinox, as at least in this hemisphere, the light of day is a little bit longer than the dark of night. But knowing that we had the day of balance, but they are simply energies, but knowing that the light is winning. It is, and it always will. Just remember the darkness as in the darkness of the 3D world of oppression, suppression, duality, and anger, rage, war, all of that. It's losing its grip as this world of 5D and beyond is taking shape. We have a jumper who's coming forward to assist us. Mahavatar Babaji. Oh my goodness. Interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. Babaji. It is a spiritual awakening. Look at the luminescence, the divinity, the self-realization, the connectedness, the trust, the calm, the peace, the wisdom. It's that beautiful glow of that cosmic gold light that fills, surrounds, and protects us all. Master. And again, I feel like this is the direction to continually consult our inner wisdom, the inner workings, doing the work, knowing that it is our individual responsibility to do the work. No one else is going to do it for us. Not our angels, not the otherworldly beings, the extraterrestrials, the saints and sages. They're not going to do the work for us. In many cases, they've already been incarnated on earth and done the work. That is why they are here, to assist us and to help us with our spiritual awakening. Let me see what Kyle Gray has to say on this. Okay, so maybe send her Babaji. Yes. Mahavatar means great incarnation, and Babaji means sacred or honored father. And I love how this is both divine feminine and divine masculine. So great incarnation, the sacred or honored father. This is a deeply respected master yogi who was introduced to the world through the teachings of the Indian yogi Paramahasana Yogananda. The autobiography of a yogi. No wonder, yes, of course, because as I was looking at the back, the image of the Self-Realization Fellowship, Self-Realization center was very present when I was looking at this card, of course. He's said to be over 2,000 years old, for he's reached the ecstatic yogic state of samadhi, enlightenment, and mastery. Many within the spiritual field believe that Babaji is the keeper of the Christ light in India, as he is many ways like Christ, deeply devoted to the service of others. He has a sacred spiritual retreat hidden in the Himalayas, a place that many of the wandering yogis of India are searching for. And he's of great help to anyone studying yoga or the yogic sciences. The message is you are going through a powerful series of awakenings at this time and beginning to understand the interconnectedness of all things. You will even begin to understand the healing and lessons that have taken place during the darkest hours of your life. Know that even though you have had to surmount great difficulties, all roads are leading to a deeper state of connection with yourself. Dive deep into your meditation practice now and be open to listening and learning. For the universe is trying to help you understand all the pieces of your life's puzzle so that you can understand the real reason why you are here. Given all that you have been through, you will never be able to see the world the same way again. And this is for the highest good. You are realizing that everyone and everything is interconnected and one, and that every decision and action you take will lead you to the next step. As you continue along this path, you will come to see that through your spiritual practice, you will become the keeper and creator of your own destiny. Welcome to the real you. Wow. Beautiful. Welcome to the real you, the authentic you. All is well. All is as it should be, as it is meant to be. Be still and know that I am. Grounded in love, in peace and harmony as we walk this sacred path ahead of us. Remember to find the joy, fill your heart with the love, with the peace in the moment, mindfulness. With every step we take, we touch and bless the earth. We touch and bless each other. For this is sacred, our sacred journey, our sovereign journey towards self, towards unity. Seems to fit with what I woke up in with. The song that was playing in my head when I woke up this morning is very much the Beatles. Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Have you heard the word is love? So fine, sunshine, it's the word love. in the beginning, misunderstood, but now I've got it. The word is good. Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and you'll be free. And the word I'm speaking of is love. The interconnectedness of love, the spiritual love. Thank you, Spirit Team. And thank you. Be open to the messages, be open to the blessings, for they are yours. We are blessed. Okay. Like, subscribe, share if you got something out of this. Take what resonates with you, discard the rest. But thank you for being a part of this sacred journey that we are on, this journey towards self, this journey of awakening humanity as we each play our part in it. As above, so below, connect, ground. Fill yourself with the word, love. So be it. I'll check in with you later. Namaste.